Good morning. The stuff of the gods. Let's put some makeup on. Let's put some makeup on. We haven't put any makeup on for about a week. My hair's not cooperating today. The reason for that is I've been in hospital with my daughter and my grandson. My new grandson. I have a new grandson, guys. He's gorgeous. So dinky. I was like, I haven't worn makeup in a week. I really miss it. See if I remember how to do this. Check your teeth. A lippy stick. Rearrange your hair and strike a pose. Okay, that's it. I think I remembered everything. I don't know, my brain's just gone, oh, I like how it looks. I need to dye my roots because my roots are coming back in. That's alright, we'll do that, that's okay. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, so hope you found this fun. Sorry I didn't talk much. I was gonna like fill you in on all the goss, but I think that's gonna have to be a vlog thing, isn't it? Because at the moment there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. That doesn't go that way, that goes that way. You have to organise your hair in the mornings, you know, just to make it look nice. Otherwise, with the roots growing in, you can fucking see them, and I don't like that. So I sort of crisscross my dreads over and over. Basically, I do like a comb over with my dreads to hide all the grey. And it works amazingly well. So there you go. There's today's look. Loving it. I was thinking about putting some stars in, but I really can't be bothered. So I'm not going to. Very nice. Quite neutral, but still quite bazang around the eyes, which I like. No glitter today. You can be shocked. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I may hyperlapse it. This is sort of, you know, this is pre-edit thoughts. I may hyperlapse it and then sort of chat over it. I don't know. I'm a bit like, I can't decide. Let's put you over there. And then you can, you know, that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided anyway. But, you know, I'm sorry I wasn't very chatty throughout it. It's been a week or so since I've done any makeup, so I kind of had to think about what I was doing. Yeah, I know you want me to stand up. Oh, apparently I did it without even leaving my chair. Yay me. I'm amazing. Anyway. Hello. It is, right, what is it? It is Tuesday the 13th of December. It's been ages. I'm going to dye my hair. So I'm in the process of editing a kind of catch-up vlog for you from a little while ago. Right, I need to just move you so that I can do this. I'm just going to put you over on my draining board. Oops. See, look. Told you you shouldn't have drunk so much at Christmas dinner last night. Right, let's see if I can get you a little bit high now, aren't you? You tell I'm so organised in what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's a bit better. Yeah, and I was doing it and I thought, oh, I haven't updated you guys in absolutely freaking ages. So it's time for me to update you. And I thought I'd do it when I'm dyeing my hair. Hey. The baby is here. Callie's baby was born on the 6th of December at 2:19 AM, weighing in at £8 3 ounces, which is smaller than we were all expecting. Yeah, she weighed him and we were all like,
how much? And she went, yeah. And she read him 4 times, and she even got me to double check in the end because she was like, that just doesn't sound right. And he was £8.03. He's beautiful. He's lovely. He's got a lovely little chubby face. Absolutely stunning. Can't wait for you guys to meet him. And that's all I'm going to tell you because it's not up to me to tell you. If Callie wants to, she can come on my vlog at some point and let you know. But any details that she wishes to share. But yeah, he's a beautiful little baby. So, oh dear. You'll laugh at this. Last week, on Saturday, I got a letter from the school saying, we're very concerned about the amount of time that Daryl's had off school because, you know, he's had so much time off of school because he's had the flu. You know, and we're a bit worried, and we would like you to attend a meeting on Thursday the 8th of December with the head teacher, the family liaison officer, and somebody from the education department, inclusion somebody officer or somebody or other, on Thursday the 8th of December at whatever time to discuss this. So I was like, oh, okay. I received the letter on Saturday the 10th of December. So I sent a bit of a sarcastic reply back saying I would love to attend a meeting, because it said at the end, if you don't attend, if you choose to just not turn up or you don't attend or whatever, we'll have the meeting anyway and just send you like our findings. Don't know what do you plan to do about it. So I emailed them back and I went, a bit puzzled as to why you used a postal service which is currently striking left, right and centre when you could have emailed me or you could have given the letter to Daryl, you know. And I said, you know, he is in school when he is well. When he is not well, he is at home because I'm not sending him into school when he's feeling poorly. And I left it at that. And it was quite sarcastic, you know, but I was like, I would be more happy to meet up with you and anybody else who thinks that you might have a way to stop Daryl catching the flu. Basically, it's that kind of letter. So I get an email back from the family liaison officer, who I've met before and done like group things with them before. You know, when I was trying to be a good inclusive parent at the school. And she was like, hi Sam. But the tone of the email was like, I totally get where you're coming from, but obviously she can't use those words. I take my glasses off. And she was like, we will contact you via email in the future due to the postal strikes. All meetings have now been postponed until the new year. Because it's Christmas in like 10 days or so, you know, 12 days. So I was just like, so yesterday he gets up and he's like, Mummy, I don't feel very well. And I was like, dude, you've got to go to school because they're on my case. And he was like, I said, look, go to school, and if you're not well, they'll send you home. And he was like, right, I'm going to tell them when I get there that I don't feel very well. I've got a headache and a cough and all that. I was like, yeah, you tell them, you know. So I sent him into school yesterday. It was PE day as well. So I sent him into school yesterday. And then I went to pick up Callie because Victor was up at the hospital. I hadn't even made it to the hospital. It was not even 10:30. And my phone rang, school. I was like, hello, like all nice and cheerful, knowing exactly why they're phoning me. Oh, hi, yeah, we've got Darryl in the office. It says he's got a headache and a cough and we've taken his temperature, it's 38 degrees. And I'm like, well, we'd like to send him home. I went, oh, would you? I said, okay. So I'll have to send my son to collect him because I'm at an appointment. You know, I think they think I'd sit on my ass at home all day, you know. It's like I wanted to just turn around and say, you know, what, do you think I'd keep him at home for the fun of it? Because I can assure you I fucking don't. So I kind of felt justified. I do feel sorry because he's ill again, but you know. Right, I'm going to use the mirror because the screen's just, it's like this. It's just not big enough for me to see what I'm doing. So now, for those of you that may be interested, no, I do not remove my extensions. I do not remove my synths. I do not remove fuck all except my wraps. So if it's not like supposed to be mimicking hair or something like that, then I will take it out. But all my pretty little green and purple synth, they all stay because I ain't got time to remove everything. I cannot be bothered. I just go, look how fucking white that is. I just go in, amongst the dreads. Lay some dye down. To be honest, I'm not even really majorly worried about the back at the moment. It's the top, because that's the bit that's seen the most. So as long as that gets the dye. And you have to make sure you go round the dreads, you guys, if you're dyeing your dreads. And there's going to be people that go, but you know, is that good for your hair? No, dyeing is not good for your hair. Nobody should do it. Is it any worse because you got dreads? No, just rinse it properly. My mum suggested I try using the sink in here, the kitchen sink, when I rinse, because normally I have to lean over the bath, and you know, we've got a shower attached to the tap, and she was like, you know, why don't you try it in the sink? Because I've got this fabulous I've got one of these taps, yeah, and it shoots out a really, really hard shower jet. So I'm quite tempted to try it to see if it's easier, because then I'm not like leaning quite so far. You might be able to hear toys throwing in the background. I apologise. Please don't demonetise me. My poorly son is in there watching it. Well, I say don't demonetise me. It's not like I earn anything off of YouTube anyway, is it? He's just got to the bit where Buzz has found out he's not a flying toy. Imprisoned in Sid's house. I had a day planned, you know, I was going to test new makeup brushes that I'd bought and all that lot, and so far I've managed a bath, and that's about it. I feel alright. It's like I said to Callie, with everything that's gone on this past week, with the baby being born and a couple of other things that have gone on, I said to her, I'm surprised it's not me and her that are ill. And she said, yeah, so am I. And she was just, be careful you don't catch it, because my mother is avoiding Daryl like the plague. Poor kid. All his memories are just going to be of my mum avoiding him while living in the same house, because my mum's got COPD. So she obviously doesn't catch any flu-like symptoms, because it could prove fatal to her. Right, I'm just going to flip. That's about it. I don't think there's any more dye in here. Oh. Always likes to I don't bother doing the shafts of my hair, because I've got so many fab colours in my hair. I love how it all looks. It's just my roots. And really then, it's just the bits I can see, which tends to be these bits at the front and the bits on top. So, we put all the dye on there, like so. And you'll all be there going, well, you know, how do you protect the rest of your hair? I don't. I really don't, you know. The trick is to rinse it really, really well. I'm just going to wash the dye off my hands. And I do actually wash these, okay? I get as much dye off as I can, because if I haven't broken them, I will reuse them. And I have no dye, so I know that I'm okay. And literally all I do is I just take them off and leave them to dry. And they've probably been reused 2 or 3 times now. Now, I used to put all of my hair into a cap. that is now just proving impossible with the sheer volume, with the extensions and everything that I have in. So I am going to just put this over the top and try and keep it, if I can. I'm going to get dye all over my hands because I took my glove off too early. Just try and keep it like that for a bit, just to, you know, basically protect me from my own hair, really. I'm going to keep it like that, and then I guess rinse it in a little while. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, all good fun. I'll be back later. That was not easier. I'm too high up, I think, when I'm doing it over the sink. Not only that, but my kitchen floor's now soaking. So yeah, definitely not do it in the bathroom. But it's done, it's dyed and rinsed, and it looks like I managed to get most of the dye off my skin as well. Which is a bonus because it was black across my forehead. I don't use black dye, I use brown, but you know. I give my hair a little wash. It is now just gone 3:30. Oh, my neck really hurts after that. So yeah, it's not easier over the sink, it's easier over the bathtub. All done. Look, my roots are all done. So what I'm going to do now is just slip all my extensions back into place, because as you can see they're all trying to escape. So we just slip those nice down to the roots, and then angle the hair the way I wish it to be, like so. And I'm going to do that on all of mine, and then I'm going to give it a good coating of this, mainly on the scalp more than anything else, because a healthy scalp promotes healthy hair. So with this is very easy, and I'll show you what I do. I'll do this before I arrange everything. Just run it in and basically rub it on. And I'll find later on that it'll be dripping down my neck because I use loads. But my hair will feel so magnificent tomorrow. This also helps with any irritation that my scalp might get from the products I've just used. But you know, you can coat it all down the hair, do the hair good, do the scalp good. It's tea tree, so it feels amazing. It adds shine and all that crap in. Probably sat here for a couple of hours with towels on my head because they felt so wet, you know. The other thing I didn't like about doing my hair at the kitchen sink, my boobs are wet. You know. So not only did the kitchen end up soaked, but so did I really. I normally get quite damp when I end up washing my hair, but yeah, it just seems a bit excessive really. So what I'm going to do as I'm going through, I'm going to go back through and line everything up so it kind of dries in the direction that I want it to be. The other thing you can do is to get some of the tea tree onto your hands and do prayer hands down through this hair itself. This will help coat the hair in some of that lovely tea tree oil, make it all nice and shiny. And because the hair is damp still, it will be absorbed in that much easier and less greasy looking than it would if it was dry. You shouldn't get greasy from using oils. I know some people have sort of asked me about that, and I did it in the beginning, and I do sometimes after doing this until it is all properly soaked in, which is why I tend to do my hair washing when I've got a couple of days to do it, so that I can dedicate the time to waiting out the oil soaking in. And you can see as soon as I put it on the difference it makes. It's great, I love it. And you literally don't need a lot, it's just a little squirt. And you can put it on the scents as well, it won't hurt. It shouldn't hurt them. If it does, then there's something seriously wrong with your scents. And it will also help maintain the loose edges of your hair as well. So if you've got any wispies that you want to keep wispy, make sure they get a good coating of oil. So I'm down to this bit. I should definitely make sure I wear my satin cap tonight. I have gone back to wearing it, mainly because it stops my hair from trying to kill me. But yeah, I'll go back to wearing that most regularly. And yeah. There we go. So that is me now coated liberally in tea tree oil. I'm just using my hair to kind of rub my scalp just to get some like blood flow going through it. Yes, you can see the oil and it might look a bit but my hair is wet as well. Now, as you can see, one of my extensions is quite a bit away from my my scalp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finger rub just to tie in as much of that loose hair as I can, and then I'll slide. That needs to be tight because it is incredibly loose, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'm now just going to go through them all and check that they're all where they should be. I'll keep the oil on my hands because then that means that I'm not leaching any off of my hair while I do this. I'll be back later. Hello, it's Wednesday the 14th of December. Boom. Sorry, it's just a video has finished up upper editing, exporting. Right, okay, so it is yeah, it's Wednesday, it's 8:50 p.m. I am doing videos, I am getting my shit together, I'm trying anyway. Am I ready for Christmas? Fuck no. I was right up there, you know, I was doing good. Now I am so not. So not. I got this shitty letter, I can't remember how much I've told you, so I'm gonna have to retell. Apologies. I got a shitty letter from the school. Saying that due to Daryl's attendance, that they wanted me to attend a meeting because his attendance was low, and I had to meet with the family liaison officer, the head teacher, and somebody from the inclusion something or other from the education department, and that the appointment was for last Thursday, which was great, but I didn't receive the letter until Saturday. So I sent a slightly sarcastic email saying, I would love to meet with you to find out how to stop my son from catching the flu. You know, I'm slightly baffled as to why you used a postal service that's been on strike for pretty much all of last month, when you know that my email is a working email because I email you regularly, or you could have, you know, given the letters to Daryl. But by the by, I then got an email back from the family liaison officer. Yes, thank you, Sam. Blah 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 blah. You know, the meeting's been postponed until the new year, and we will email you in the future as you have suggested, due to the postal strikes. So I was just like, whatever, you know. So then Monday rolls around. Daryl says to me, I don't feel very well. And I'm like, you've got to go to school. I felt really mean. I felt so fucking mean. I was like, you've got to go to school, dude. He's like, but I don't feel well, Mum. I said, yeah, I know that. I said, so go to school. I said, and tell them that and see what they say. Now, I partly did it because I thought, if he's really genuinely not very well, the school will send him home, no harm done. If he is only feeling a little bit like it's cold, it's miserable, I don't really want to go out, once he gets there and he meets up with his buds and starts running around PE day and all that lot, he'll forget that he feels ill. 10:30 comes around and I get a phone call because I'm in Newport, 8-9 miles away. And yeah, I get a phone call. Yeah, Daryl's not feeling very well. He has a pounding headache and temperature, 38 degrees. I very nearly turned around and went, and I was like, yes, he said he didn't feel very well this morning. And I could almost hear her sort of I could almost hear her thinking, you know. And she was like, well, we need to send him home. So I said, well, I'm not at home, you know. I thought I'll have to send my son up to get him. So my son's gone. My son went up to get him, brought him home, and you know, he seemed fine. He seemed fine. He was a bit, and he had a bit of a cough, but then he really started to go downhill. So Monday night's cough. Tuesday he didn't eat and barely drank anything. So lovely. So today is Wednesday. But he hasn't eaten anything, and he's not drunk very much. I did a COVID test. Well, I've done 2 COVID tests on him. They both come back negative. But here in the UK, scarlet fever and strep A are doing the rounds, and people are dying, you know. And I went round to see my neighbour in the end, Nikki, and because she's the nurse, and I was like, could you just have a listen, Daryl, please? Just so I know whether it's something I need to be worried about. Excuse me. So she came around, she listened to his chest with his stethoscope, and she was like, it sounds all clear to me, so thank fuck. I think it's been knocked over in my office, and I'm not quite sure why. I think the dogs might have been in earlier. But yeah, she said, no, it all sounds all clear. And said, you know, try him with some fizzy or something like that, which I have, and he's not interested in that either. And that's most unlike Daryl. He was sick last night. I don't really know what else to do. I gave him some ibuprofen and some paracetamol at 5 o'clock. I'm keeping a record because I keep forgetting. So he can't have any more just yet. But I'm going to dose him up again before I go to bed, and hopefully he'll just sleep. But I feel so bad for him. He's really not well. I've got 100 odd things to do. I've still got presents to wrap. The tree's not up yet. The tree should have been up 2 days ago, but due to things that were going on, it couldn't go up. And I'm starting to feel... I'm starting to cough, and I ache at the back of my neck. Just there. I don't dare tell any of my family. Thing is, I live with my mum, and my mum lives with me, and my mum has COPD. I cannot afford to be ill around my mum. My mum gets something like this, it could fucking kill her, do you know what I mean? It's Christmas, I'm the one that does all the cooking and everything at Christmas. I do not have time to be ill. Yeah. But I have this tickle. This tickle going on. It's annoying. I don't like it. Anyway, I dyed my hair this week. What else? I've been uploading videos. I've done quite a few videos. I did, let's see, yesterday I did 2 videos. I did a quick catch-up type vloggy type video, which really wasn't very long, although 20 people appear to have watched it, so I've been doing this makeup advent calendar. I'm kind of like 2 minds about it, because some of the things that I pulled out, like yesterday was shit. I got a little mirror. It wasn't even a compact, it was just a little mirror, and 2 brushes that have obviously been stored for so long, because that's what and they were exactly the same, these 2 brushes. I was kind of bummed about that. But then today I got lip oil, which I'm like, you know, and I've had some contour powder. So at the moment, out of the 6 items, I would use the brushes. So I'm probably half a half. I do have an eyebrow pencil as well, but I have no idea how, you know, I've got eyebrow pencils all over the fucking place and I don't know how to use them because every time I try it looks ridiculous. It really does. I need someone here. It's all very well having you guys there go, oh yeah, no, that looks great. But I need somebody here to go, look, this is how you do it. Because I don't know. And I want little, like, you know, I want my eyebrows to come up a lot more to give me all this real estate. And I'm too fucking scared to take any more off, quite frankly. So at the moment, I've got my little Romulan type eyebrows. So yeah, you know, I need somebody to come and help me do this because I have no idea what to do and I don't know how hard I should be pressing and shit like that. I don't know. So there is that. I'm waiting for Daryl to go to sleep and I'm going to go and put the tree up. I vacuumed the entire house today and my plan is this evening I'm going to clean up in the lounge, move some shit around and put the tree up in the hopes that it'll cheer him up a bit tomorrow. Normally this is a big event in my house. This is normally like my entire family come over, the children all come over and it's a thing, it's a tradition. It usually goes up on the 12th because that was my dad's birthday. But like I said, we weren't able to do that this year and you know my dad would have understood but it just wasn't possible. But 2 of my children now have full-time jobs and getting everybody available is hard, really hard. So yeah, I just messaged everybody today and I was like, guys, I'm gonna put the tree up this evening. It'll just be me. Mum might come down, have a little drink, you know, and do that. So we'll see. So what else? Put a tarot card today, I forgot. Really looking forward to starting my new planner in the new year. I think it's ready to go. I sort of tested it a little bit and it seems like all the hyperlinks are working. I fucking hope it is because like the last one I created, I missed out my chores tracker page in it and I was really pissed off because I'm like, I kind of need that every month. And there are ways that I could have done it, but oh, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't been out. There's loads to do. Still got presents to wrap. I've got shopping to do. I've got a new tenant moving in next week down the road. Fucking Christmas week, and I've got a guy moving in. Young bloke, same age as my older children. Apparently went to school with my children. Knows my boys. So yeah. And Shelf put me on to him. He's currently living on her son's sofa. And he's looking for somewhere to live. And she said, oh, I think I may know somebody. So she messaged me. She was like, have you got a room? I said, yeah. And he came down last week and he was like, I get paid Friday. Can I move in next week? I was like, yeah, sure. Whatever. So I've got a room down there that I need to go and tidy. And all the while I've got a sick child. Anyway. Now that I've blurred at you and offloaded all my problems, how are you? Are you having a good Christmas period? I really hope you are. I really hope mine gets a lot less stressful. Anyway, I've got a couple of videos I need to get uploaded and a couple of bits I need to get done. Yeah, and I don't know when this will go up, so yeah, I'll see you later on. Hey. I don't feel very well. Started coughing last night and now my ribs hurt. Yeah, I feel a bit crappy, I feel tired. Daryl seems a little bit more energetic today. And I do not mean by any stretch of the imagination that he's energetic, I just mean he's got a little bit more oomph before falling asleep, which I think he's about to do in the other room.
put the tree up. That looks really, really nice. I will stick some pictures in next tomorrow. Yeah, I was quite pleased with that. I did that on my own last night. The only thing I couldn't do is put the star on the top. I made the star years ago. It was when I first got into spinning yarn, and I spun this absolutely dreadful rough white sparkly yarn, and it was white yarn, and I'd added in some like sparkle stuff that I bought from one of the suppliers, and it's really, you know, you couldn't use it for anything. It's horrible, but I spun it with the intent of making a Christmas tree decoration, and I made a 12-sided, I think it's 12 pointed, or is it a 10 pointed star? It's about this big, but there's no way to fix it to the tree, so you kind of have to balance it. And over the years, because he's the tallest, it's become Xander's job. But where we're all ill, Xander's not here at the moment, so I tried and I just couldn't get the fucking thing to balance. So it's next to this tree on the TV stand, because it's by the TV. So Alex was like, I'll pop round and do the star. I was like, okay, it'll only fall off, whatever. Because it ends up being replaced about 5 flipping times over the sort of next couple of weeks. So, yeah. I'm actually surprisingly hungry. So I'm going to go and grab something to eat, I think. And some nice cold cola for my throat. I found my earring on the floor this morning. In here, I was quite surprised. Don't remember catching it or it falling out, but there you go. Bizarre. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get some food. Hungry. Hello, it is Sunday and it's nearly 3 PM. I had a really lazy day. I didn't get up till 11:30. I don't even know what happened. I just woke up at 11:30. So I obviously needed the sleep. Then I just literally spent the next hour or two bumming around on my phone. Lip butter, lovely stuff. And then I had a bath, and that's pretty much been my day so far. It's now getting dark again already, so I've had to shut the curtains. So yeah, it's yeah. There we go. Right. So yeah, not much going on really. What about you? What have you been doing? Anything? Nothing? Come on, for fuck's sake. I just hate when it just doesn't do what you want it to do. So I ache all over. I'm sure that's not normal. Although I was talking to my neighbour just now, she messaged me, and she said, you know, how you doing? And I was like, you know, my back aches, and I thought it was because I hadn't fully recovered from being in hospital Cali when she had the baby. Because I spent so much time on my feet, and the angle I was at, it hurt my back a lot. My back really suffered for it. I can't do long periods on my feet anyway due to the pressure on my back. But yeah, I was in a lot of pain after the baby came, and I thought it was due to that and then catching the flu on top. But my neighbour says her daughter, who is very fit, she's a ballet dancer, she's at ballet school, she's that, you know, she's good, she's very good, and she's a very fit young lady. She's 19, I think, 19, 20. She's in bed with this, and hers is all in her back as well. So I may be a little bit poorly than I thought I was. More poorly. But yeah, it's like last night I got in bed and I was freezing, absolutely freezing. Really couldn't get warm. I ended up getting up and putting on my heat pack instead, you know, to A, soothe my back and B, to warm me up, because I just got a bit of a headache, but I think that's from sleeping so much. So I've made myself a cup of tea. I am going to catch up on some YouTube, watch some wrestling. So here we go. Daryl's eaten 2 pieces of toast so far today, so that's good. He's getting there slowly. I'm sure I've got spots coming up. I just will run down. I've got like 2 spots that just appeared. Not spots, they're more like dark skin, so I don't know whether psoriasis or what. I'll have to keep an eye on those. Like I've got time to be ill. Anyway, so yesterday I went shopping. Now you may or may not know that I recently bought some Zoeva brushes from one of the online makeup companies. I think it was Beauty Bay. And they're really nice and I liked them and I did a review and everything. And it's a Shaft, for example. This is the highlight brush number 105 and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. Now look at this brush. Look at this brush. Isn't this brush lovely? Look how soft it is. It's so smooth. And guess where I got it? I got it in Poundland. It cost me £1. Might have cost me £2 because nothing in Poundland seems to cost £1 anymore. This is made by Jess Wright. They've got a nice little fake marble handle. It's a bit crappy, but the brush itself is lovely. And you know, to be honest, there's very, very little difference. There's more hair in this one. It's packed more. This one's maybe not as densely packed. So, you know, you can tell the difference. But only just, you know? So if you cannot afford hugely well-made brushes, try Poundland, because their brushes are really nice. My favourite eyeshadow brush is one that I got at Poundland. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm hungry. Why am I always hungry?